What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the video. My name is Zach, and today I'm going to be helping you guys with your internet problems. Now, I have been having the problem that my internet has been cutting out in and out for this numerous amounts of months, and I've always had problems. I've always had issues and keeping the connection and everything. So I called my internet company, and they were always like, "Oh, try this, try that," and it never would have worked. So that's what I've been doing, and I've been doing this temporary fix for a good while now, and it's worked for the most part, and hopefully it'll work for you. And you all have probably tried this, but this is honestly what helps for me. So first things first, I bought a new modem, okay? That is the last resort you want to do. You don't want to go and buy a new modem, especially if it's $100+ you know. Like the Arris, this is the modem actually I have right now. It's the Arris Surfboard SB6193. This is the $110 version. There's a $70 version that you can probably get. I just got the $110 version because it was a better deal for me personally at the time being. And that was the last resort. I was having trouble for months and months and months with this old router, the Arris SM820. I was having so many troubles with this because these ports in the back were loose. And then I just like, you know what, I have to just go to a new router because those loose cords are not doing the internet any favor. So that's what I did. Now, another disclaimer in the video, for your Arris to work, it may not, if you go buy a new modem or whatever, make sure you contact your internet company, okay? Because sometimes your internet company does not allow you to automatically activate your modem. So say you buy a new modem, and usually you go on your computer internet browser, and it'll come up with a page and it says for you to enter this thing in, and it'll activate. It does not always do that because mine didn't do that. I have Atlantic Broadband. They did not do that. I had to call them. So make sure you activate your new modem if you buy a new modem with them, okay? And what I did was I left my phone number, and then they called me whenever, so I didn't have to wait on the hold. So that's what I did. That was the best thing that worked for me, and I got everything to work, and it was completely smooth, and it was fine. So with that being said, I'm going to show you guys the modem and the router I'm going to be using, and then I'm going to show you guys the quick fix. Okay guys, so I have my Linksys EA6900 router right here. This is the router that I use, and I also have my Arris Surfboard router right here. Now currently I actually am connected to the internet because I just fixed this, but I'm just going to restart the test, and I'm going to restart and show you guys how I did it. So first thing is first, you're going to go to the back of your router. Now what you're going to look for is the reset button, or also the reset button is right there. You press into the reset button, but you can also hit this refresh button. Now sometimes they don't have refresh buttons, so the reset button is honestly probably the way to go, but because I have access to this refresh button, I'm actually going to be using the refresh button. So this whole process may take about a minute or 2 minutes depending on how quick your router is and how quick it actually resets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold in the refresh button or the reset button, whichever your router has, for about 10 seconds. Now, it's not necessarily like required that you have to hold it in for 10 seconds, but I like to hold it in for 10 seconds basically because I just feel it resets it better. So that's about 10 seconds right there. I'm going to unplug, and then immediately this router is going to start blinking. As you can see, it's blinking. That means it is currently resetting at the moment. And also, while it's resetting or whatever, you don't have to, but you can unplug your modem and turn the power off for your modem. Now, I like to do this just so the modem resets and everything too as well. So you can do that before, or you can do it during. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. So while this thing is resetting, I'm actually going to go over what each of the labels means on the modem itself. So I actually have the menu right here for the modem, and it tells you exactly what each button means on the front of your modem to indicate whether or not you actually are connected to the internet, because sometimes you don't know if you're connected to the internet or not. So right up here you can see the LED status. Okay, the top button is the power, and obviously if it's green, the power is properly connected. And as you can see, the receive and the send, if it's green, it means the channel is connected to the downstream channel, and if it's blue, it means the high-speed internet is bonded with the downstream. And honestly, that doesn't make any sense to me, but as long as it's blue or green, I know I'm connected to the internet. And then obviously the bottom one, if it's green, that means it's online. So with that being said, you can look and the buttons match exactly with what it is on here. And if you see that this one is the only one blinking, or this one's the only one blinking, and it's not all just this constant stream of light, then you obviously know your internet is not working properly. Okay, so by now, after I've been reading this link actually is connected back on after about a minute or a minute and a half of resetting itself. So now that we know that this has been completely reset, we can actually plug in our modem. Here I have the power. Oh, that's a lot of dog hair. That's pretty gross. We're going to put it back into the power, and as you can see, we have the coax cable, and we also have the Ethernet cable in there, and you can also unplug these if you want, if you feel more comfortable. I honestly didn't unplug these, but you can always unplug them, re-screw them in, or whatever you want. So, as you can see here, it's going to be doing this little thing back and forth of light. Your modem may not necessarily look like this, but this is what the gist of it means if you're resetting it. So this is what it would look like if it's normally just like this. That means it's trying to connect, and if you just see this all the time, that means your internet probably isn't working. So now that means it's green, so that means it's working now. So this the sending out is now working, and now we're going to go to the online button, and the online button is going to try to work here. And as you can see, the online button says it's on. This is going to blink a couple times, and now you see it's blue. And again, whenever we went back to here, it says if it is blue, then that means a high-speed internet is connected with the bonded downstream channels. So as you can see, the internet is now working, and we have a complete access. Now, as you can see here, it says that I need to error loading, and I need to tap to retry to connect to the internet, even though it says I am connected to the internet. So what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to go back to my settings. I'm going to go to my Wi-Fi connection. I'm actually going to turn off the Wi-Fi. I'm going to turn it back on, if I can. And then it's going to connect me to my internet currently. There we go. It says it's up there on the Wi-Fi. So now we're going to go back into YouTube here. We're going to hit tap to retry. And there we go. We have our connection up and running and fine. So that is the quick fix. I wanted to thank you guys for watching this video. I know it was pretty long, but I hope it was easy to follow and try to make it the best I could. And if you guys got it to work, please let me know down in the comments below. I really like to see you guys' feedback. Let me know if it worked for you guys or if I helped you guys out at all. I tried to keep it as easy to follow as possible, and not too long or not too short. So again, thank you guys for watching. If you have any more questions, put down in the comments. If you need to make another video on anything, let me know. If you liked it, give me a like, whatever. You do what you want to do. And I have a couple other videos. They're just little gaming things. If you guys want to check them out on this channel. If not, that's cool. That's fine. So thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.